on.
And that's Mark Zuckerberg.
There we go. We're live on Facebook too.
We're talking live now?
Yep, we're live. So don't get fresh with me.
Look at
There we go.
Until I get fresh. Seen Cafe Society?
No, is that a movie?
The Woody Allen. Brilliant. One of his best pieces. He's not in it, he wrote it and directed it.
Right.
Brilliant.
There we go. There you are, Jerry.
Here we are.
Yay.
Hi, everybody, with Dear Steph.
Yeah.
And what's the name
We're
of your show?
Love 860.
Love 860.
Yay. Okay, so here we go. Yay.
I'm with one of my favorite humans.
Yay.
And where were you 60 years ago? That's what I asked everybody.
I wasn't even a thought.
I know you weren't.
Yeah. So, but we're getting ready to go live on the air. So, yay.
What's her name, lady?
Oh, I think her name's Ashley.
Is she on
Okay.
staff?
Yes. Yes. She's adorable. I
She
love
is.
everybody.
Pretty face.
All right, yay. Okay, so wait, this is good. Who's that? Hi, Kristen. I can see that. Who's that now?
Somebody's calling you?
Hey, Kevin, you gonna listen in? I'm gonna talk all about your stuff. And Sandra, hi, Sandra. Yay. I told Jared we had to sit close because we're on the camera, but I said, don't touch me. Hi, Patricia. We'll see you tonight.
Where are you going tonight?
I'm going to Hal's, and then to Whiskey Mistress, and then to maybe Supply and Demand.
Where's that one?
It's behind Churchill's on Canes Hill Place, near where the Improv was. Who's that? Hi, Trisha. Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
You know what? I'm gonna fix my phone because you're getting cut off, Jerry.
I am.
We don't want to get Jerry cut off.
I was cut off when I was 8 days old.
Yeah, the bris.
I remember every moment.
Oh God, imagine that. Imagine if you had to remember that.
What a concept.
It's awful. There we go. I think. There we go. I think that's better. Someone said hi, Jerry. Trisha said hi, Steph
Give
and
her
Jerry.
my love. Tell her I love her.
Jerry loves you. He loves everybody. He's like
lover.
me. We love each other. Everybody, it's all about the love here on Love 860. Okay,
What
kids.
fun.
All right, we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff.
I've got a guest for you.
Okay.
Marilyn Blackburn. You met her yet?
No.
She's a black woman, Miss Alaska.
Ooh.
Sings like a dream. She was at Cafe 290 last night.
She was?
Yeah, and at Tappa last Sunday. She's incredible. And
Okay.
her brother happens to be one of the Falcons.
Oh,
From Alaska. She was Miss Alaska. As a
Nice.
singer, yeah, in the Miss USA contest. She'd be a great guest. Show you a picture.
okay. Here we go, kids. We're getting ready. So Kristen says, hey, Steph and Jerry. So someone's saying hi to you, Jerry.
Hello. How are you?
Jerry goes, what is this? What is
I can
this?
see, no, I see a screen.
I know. He's
and
like,
it looks like
do they
Hebrew.
see us? Yeah,
Can they see us?
Yes, they
They
can
can?
see us. Yes, they can.
And is this, they're watching it on a computer?
Yes, or on their phone, or on their iPad. This is
So-
amazing. This is the Jetsons.
This is the new, this is, my kid does this, my little one.
Okay, we're going on. Here we go. It's going to be a great show today because it's always fun with my man, Jerry. I can't read that far away, Kristen. Let me see.
How cute.
Okay.
Do they call in?
Okay, we're getting ready. You want to put on the headphones? Here we go. We're going live, kids. Girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond. They don't make you like they used to.
Pain.
Never going out of style. Right here. Love 860. I cleaned it. I tried to clean it. Living Atlanta. Yes. Hey, this is Steph Palermo, and it's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over. H3, your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The backbone is connected, so give me a buzz to chat today. 404-355-8699. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you. And we have a great show today. We have the Just Steph rules of dating, as usual. And, of course, Living Atlanta for where to be this weekend. And today, oh, my gosh, I'm so excited. In the studio is my good friend, Jerry Farber.
Stop all that. You say it to every guest. Every single guest you've said it to.
Oh, you must be tuning in.
I listen to you. Of course I do. I watch you. I listen to you. You're my Steph.
Aw, this guy's the best. The comedic icon right here in Atlanta, right here on my show. How did I get so lucky?
Because you're a beautiful human, and it's not just the way you look, it's how you are.
Aw, I love that. I know I don't know if you're familiar with podcasts, but I'm a podcast on iTunes now.
I didn't know. You're doing it. Next thing I know, you ought to run for president.
Oh, no, forget that.
No, you got a lot of votes.
No.
No.
Yeah, well, it'd be boring. I would never, I'd be like, okay, whatever, let's just have fun. It's a party.
Just think, you're on television, your radio, your podcasting, just think of that. But just think about the ego involved to want to be, you know what? I think I want to be president of the United States.
Yeah, forget that. I think it's a big, and I'm really bad. I'm not into politics, and I just think it's one big circus, and it's all, like, they pull into by the Capitol in a little clown car, and 40 of them come out. They're all just clown. I'm so bad. I just think it's a whole big circus.
Well,
is that bad?
I
can't.
Since I'm the oldest one, let me tell you, it is important we pay attention, though. It's our
Okay,
country.
I know, I'm
It
sorry.
is.
We'll have to stay off
No, don't
politics.
be sorry. No,
Okay.
we won't go with politics.
All right,
No
so-
politics.
That's okay. What did you do this weekend? Anything fun?
I worked this weekend. I worked in Asheville and in Charlotte.
Yay.
Performed shows.
How were the audiences? Was
They were
it fun?
great, yeah.
Yay.
Let me tell you what I did. Sunday, on the way back, I worked at a Catholic church in McCormick, South Carolina.
There you go.
They were for the annual fundraiser. I've done it 3 times. They were the best, the Good Shepherd Catholic, whatever, and they were great. And they weren't all Catholic, because I'm not Catholic.
Right.
But they do a comedy fundraiser. And it's,
How fun is that?
Right in the, not the cathedral, but in the room.
Did you have Jewish jokes?
I told them I'm half Jewish, half Catholic. It's true. And I go to confession, I say, bless me, Father, that I've sinned, but these are my lawyers, Mr. Bernstein, Mr. Epstein. And they like that. That's a very funny joke.
All right, so I was in Boston last weekend. I had a complete blast. I ran around like a crazy lady, like I was 21, and saw all my family, my friends. I was Thursday night. I went to a place to eat in Everett called 810. Love Billy, the bartender there. He's a great guy. I heard he was a leg breaker back in the day, but you know. And then I was at Zeke's that night with my friends from high school. And then Friday I was on 2 radio shows in Boston. In the morning, I was on the Sicilian Corner with Mike Lamazzo and Tommy. We had a great time. And then in the afternoon, I was with my grammar school friend, Chris Ridgway, and we were on the Giddy Up with Tina Marie and DJ Polly Brandt. And that was a blast. That
Good
show,
for you.
we had so much fun. And when I go back in November, I'm hopefully going to be on both those shows again. And that night, I ate at R2 in the North End. And, of course, I was in the Feast. Saturday night, I went around. I did a film about the North End, which is, you know, where my family's from. And had a great time with that. And then I went to Il Panino to eat. And I was at the Feast. We were dancing and singing. Sunday, I met up with I met a cousin of mine. She was at a restaurant that I went into. And we had a great time. And then I had to say my goodbyes and cried my eyes out at coming home because, you know, I love everybody and miss everybody. But, I get a phone call? All right. Hey, this is Steph. Who's this? Hi, honey. I heard you had a birthday. How old did you turn? Happy birthday. So
50. I have socks on older than that. I think
Yes, well,
good stuff.
so Eileen, tell me, why is 50 fab? Because I'm turning 50 in October. I'm gonna do a month-long celebration here on Love 860. But tell me, why is 50 fab for you?
All right, well, I'm going to tell you, Steph, I think you're going to appreciate this analogy, okay? I feel that this stage of our life, we have been deliciously marinating life experiences, good and bad, and that has taught us how to live and enabled us to learn and grow in such a positive way, and you are such a fine example of that.
Thank you.
And deeply so much
Yay.
worry about it.
Yay. All right. Well, thank you. That is great. I love that analogy. So maybe when I get back to Boston, I'll see you soon. So I love it. You're great. So, okay, honey, well, have a great day and enjoy your year. Okay, thanks, honey. Take care.
And may I add, for decades to follow, please.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, take care, babe. Ciao. Okay, so last night I had a date.
I want to hear, we all want to hear about it.
Yeah, we went to Rumi's Kitchen in Sandy Springs, which
Been
was
there.
it was excellent. I've never eaten there before, so it was great. Yeah, I had a nice day.
May I talk about dating? Since I'm approaching 80, what dating means
Well,
is so.
Do you want to save it for the Just Steph rules of dating, or do you want to talk about dating now?
Well, it's about just being human.
Okay, tell me about it.
The idea. What I find is that if we aren't ourselves to start with a good date, we're not going to end up getting good dates a second time. And what I mean
Right.
by that is, I still date.
Right.
But when I am with people who aren't keeping up, restaurants are adorable, and you know every one of them. But if they're not interesting,
Right.
because they're not interested, then I'm the wrong person for them. And if I humbly submit, they're the wrong person for me, because it means there's not much conversation forthcoming except, oh, I heard this comedian, I heard that show. Well, teenagers do that.
Right.
And I'm too old to date teenagers. Though Woody Allen seems not to be. Woody Allen.
Yeah.
But do you hear what I mean? So what I'm saying is, dating to me, good dating at the 78, starts with me being prepared to meet somebody of like mind that can conversation and not just talk about the food we're eating.
Right. Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about that in the Just Steph Rules of Dating. We're going to talk about first date expectations. But yeah, no. And then we went to Whiskey Mistress afterwards. Sat on the
Love that.
patio, had a great time.
Love Billy.
Yeah, we
Love
had a
it.
great time. Had a couple drinks, and it was nice. So it was a great date.
Well, you're lovely to be with. You know?
So it was fun, and you know what? It was a good conversation, great fun, and we'll see what happens.
Well.
So we'll see.
When's the what are your rules for dating?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to talk real quickly about, before we get into the Just Steph Rules of Dating, I want to talk about, and this sort of goes into, it could be applied everywhere. You know, I did a little rant on Facebook about the no judgment zone, and I find sometimes we we spend so much energy watching what everybody else is doing and judging that we miss out on life and we don't enjoy ourselves. And I find that people do that because they're not comfortable in their own skin and they don't want to take the time to look at themselves, so they keep busy looking at everybody else.
Well, we live in a society that glorifies how we look much more than how we really are, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? When our emotional mascara comes off,
Right.
and we're found out to be rather bland, rather boring, not energy, and then we say, well, that guy's a jerk, or this one's a jerk, or the girl's a...
Right.
It starts with us. And, you know, being a
Absolutely.
comedian for 50 years,
Right.
I've had people walk out and throw oranges, throw things.
Oh,
So
I don't like
you know,
that.
you learn to be, and well, comedy, it's not, if you're good, they love you, if you're bad, they walk out. The point of that is you get very you can get introspective. That's where it
Right.
starts, right? Okay,
You have to get a thick skin, too.
very thick
Oh, I
skin,
don't
you
like
do.
it. I'd be
Yes, you do.
crying.
No, you've got, you know, you have critics, I've never met one of them, but I'm sure somebody.
I've had a lot of critics.
You do? Do you have a critic that you know you have somebody that wishes you were doing something different?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Well,
I have
not
somebody
me.
in my
I'm
life.
not one of them, nor are these
Yeah.
people.
No.
But you got hundreds of messages now.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're all, we're live on Facebook and on Periscope. So, yeah, it's fun.
God, when I was your age, Periscope actually meant I was on a submarine. That's a true story. No, really. That's what it meant at one time. All these kids, Lyft and Uber and Twitter and Twitter, everything.
Oh, my God.
Not Twitter, something my kid tells me about it. What did I say? What did I
No,
do?
no. Oh, my gosh. That is so funny. But you know what's so funny? It says that in this article that I pulled out about judgments, it says it perpetuates stereotypes. You know, I have to say I kind of like stereotypes.
I know.
I can't help it. You know, I'm Italian. I have the, you know, we gotta fit the stereotype a little bit. You know, how you doing? You know, forget about
I love
it.
the Italian. My son's stepdaddy's an Italian, and a good one.
There you go.
And loving, you know, warm.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely, I love that. But anyway, so, and one of the things that judgments do, it puts negativity into the world. And that's really what I think is a big deal. Like, I mean, it's so negative. And here's the deal, there are people that I may not care for to be in their company, but I just keep them at arm's length. And I don't really care what they do. I'm not going to judge them. I'm too busy with my own stuff to be
Right. I get
judging
it.
anybody
I
else.
totally, well, good for you, and it shows in your face.
I don't like it. It's too much energy. Don't you think?
Yes.
But people do it, and there's a lot of drama. I want drama free. I'm 50. I don't want any drama. I don't want any dates with drama. I don't want any guys with drama. I don't want any girl drama. I don't want it at all.
When somebody calls you because they saw you or you exchange numbers, do you tell them those things before you even go out with them?
Well, you know what I did? I had with this date that I had, I have a video that I made called "Who Deserves to Sit at My Table?" because
I love that. Yeah, good for
I
you.
bring a lot to the table, and there's 4 criteria for sitting at my table. So I sent him that video, and he came around and was like, "Yeah, I can sit at that table. You know what? You get a chance now." You know, because so yeah, there's a criteria and that's why. You know what? Let's get into this. So we're gonna get into this a little early. So this is dating advice for second lifers and the Just Steph rules of dating. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you want.
Oh, my shoulder.
One and only all my life. Dear future husband, get that special love and tell me I'm beautiful each and every night. Okay. She let that go on a little long, but that's okay. It's a great song. It's a lot of fun. I want to talk about expectations, premeditated resentments, but in the dating world, for first dates and stuff. But the thing is I don't know. Have you ever tried the dating sites like Match.com or any of that?
Of course, no, I have not.
Do you even know how? Well, here's the deal. About a month ago, shut down all my dating apps. I decided I shut them off. Like, I'm not doing any of those dating sites at all. I decided that I don't need them. I would rather be alone because I am not spending 5 minutes with somebody that I don't already know that we could have a good conversation.
Good for you.
And, you know, or there's gotta be something, you know, I want something more than, so I don't have the capacity to be superficial. I really don't. So.
But you understand what it is, though.
Oh, hello,
Okay.
yeah, you
Because-
live it, people live
Yeah,
it,
because we
you
all,
know,
right.
but I just don't have that capacity. So, I decided that I was gonna shut down all my dating sites, I wasn't gonna do that anymore, and if somebody came along, great. And if somebody doesn't come along, oh well. Right now, I'm just gonna then it's not the right time for me.
Well, one quick story.
Okay,
So I was maybe 55. That was
Okay.
55. And I had a club. I had a popular club in Buckhead.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a young woman, way too young, maybe 25, and she was on the cover of a magazine.
ooh,
And she was dating somebody. She'd come into the club.
uh-huh,
And one night, she knew I liked her, but I never flirted with her. She was, I think, dating a friend. They broke up. She came in. She was a model. She couldn't wait to say, let's go out.
right,
I know you want to go. I said, yeah. So we made a date. And she lived in Buckhead. I live in Midtown. So she came to Midtown, came to my house first
ooh,
for some wine.
uh-huh,
Because what I did, I had 3 dogs. And I would take girls to the house first, because if they didn't like dogs, there was no chance at all we were going to get together. None. My
right.
dog slept in the bed with me. So that eliminated 90% of it. Okay, all right. So wait, what I want to tell you is a story. So I took her to the places I like, which are in Midtown. I've been in Midtown since 1960.
Right,
All right. So, and it's great. Midtown's, you know, how, you know, I'm partial to Midtown.
right,
So anyway, we went, and then after about 30 minutes, she said, you know, I was hoping we could go to Buckhead. Bottom line, cut to the end of the story. She was hoping, because she thought I was Jerry Farber, that I was going to romance her in Buckhead where she could be seen.
oh, she
You
wanted to be
understand?
seen with
So
Jerry
how
Farber.
not because of who, yeah, because she may meet somebody. The club was always full of luminaries and
Right,
athletes. And,
right.
You know, okay. So she thought that would, and then I said, you know, that's really not me. My club is a stage where I perform. My real life is much quieter.
Right.
And personally, I enjoy it more. I don't need the
Right.
hustle bustle. I'm underneath it all the time.
Right, right,
So I'd rather go to a place where we can talk, get to know each other.
Right.
She didn't know who she was.
right,
And I was still learning who I was, so there was nothing, and we shook hands and called it a night, and that was
Right.
the end of it.
right,
But what I learned a lot about was, be careful what you ask for, you may get it.
right. Well, you know, it's so funny because I've said that to my date last night. We were talking about, you know, I said, you know, my life is very busy. I'm out all the time. You know, sometimes I just want to be quiet, you know, with a nice guy, have a quiet dinner, or maybe stay in and cook something and watch a movie or something, you know?
Yeah.
And have
great,
that
that's-
quiet, you know, once in a while. Like sometimes I get, you know, if I'm out 3-4 nights a week with the big gang of friends, that's great. But then I get to a point where it's like, okay, I just need a little, you know, small, you know, little one-on-one, or, you know, little time where you're connecting. I need to be connected.
Totally. Remember that song, Everybody Needs a Little Time Away?
Yeah.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
Oh, we do,
Hmm.
to catch hold of ourselves.
So, you know, but now, what do you do to get ready for a first date? Do you do anything?
Well, I meet so many people that usually, that we just, and say, would you like to have drinks or something like that?
Right.
You know, something we do.
Do you ever like have expectations of that first date?
Yeah, huge sexual, like Woodstock, like Super Bowl sex or something. What? No, I haven't had sex, but I've heard good things about it. I have heard good things. Am I allowed to? Is this FTC controlled, all that stuff?
Yeah.
No, I have expectations. It will be fun and positive,
That's it. You come in open.
Yes, open.
You know what? Because
where you sort of get what you see. You know what I mean? Because being an actor,
uh-huh.
I'm so you know, that's why a lot of actors don't like marrying in the trade. They don't want to be with an actor.
Right.
They are an actor.
Well,
So
because
they want real.
because
grounded
you're
and real.
fighting for the limelight or whatever, or
Yeah, exactly.
whatever. You need somebody that's more balanced. You know, a little bit, because I need somebody who's a little chill, because I'm not, and I need somebody because that helps me to relax.
You're so lovely. I wish I was, if I was just a little older.
You'd be perfect for me.
First time I met Stephanie, I'll never forget, she was wearing the same outfit. We were at the Ritz-Carlton at a formal, and she just decided to wear casual clothes. And I said, you were so beautiful. Do you remember this? I said, may I buy you a drink? And she looked me up and down and said, not really, but I'll take the $10.
Yeah, see,
Remember, I gave you cash, a
Yeah.
$10 bill.
that worked.
She bought one share of Home Depot, and now she can do whatever. One share of Home Depot did the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. But you know, I found myself, I was a little nervous yesterday going on this first date because it had been a while since I was on a real first date.
So you got dressed up, and then you
I
did the
did.
night.
I did. And you know, but I talked to a girlfriend of mine and I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so nervous. And she's like, you know, and you know what? It was funny because I found this is kind of sad. I was actually kind of nervous and worried that, you know, we were going to like each other. You know what I mean? Like, because then it gets scary. It's like, okay, if nobody likes each other, it's easy, you know?
I do get that.
And so, you know, so it's a little scary. But I did, you know, my friend said, stop having expectations. And I was like, you know what? You're right. She's like, all you need to do is have a good time. I'm like, you're right. And so that's why I wanted to talk about this today because, you know, the expectation is, you know, but here's the deal. I do go in positive, like, maybe this is Mr. Right. Maybe it's not, but I'm not worried about it. If I go in saying this definitely is not going to work, then it's not going to work.
Right.
So.
Let me ask you a question. May I ask you a question?
Yes, please do.
Because you're doing this incredible, what a concept. Life, you know, starts in a more substantial way at 50 or
right.
second life. Have you ever thought that most people who get, now the divorce rate's almost 55%.
Right.
And those are mostly people who are the right aged.
Mm-hmm.
Still a huge calamity. The point of bringing that up is if people 50 look at, well, he's 55, it's a good age. To begin with, if age made a lot of difference, there wouldn't be so many divorces. So what I think one wants to look for is if they like classical music, they look for somebody, and they could be 38 or they could be 65, correct or not? I mean, to have shared interest along with romantic interest.
Right. I think there has to be a physical, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual connection.
Yes.
You know, that it has to be there.
I think so, because that's what there is.
I mean, I think
ultimately.
the physical connection gets you together, but the rest keeps you together. Because then there's a, you know, and then you have to be sort of, and for me, because I am out and about, they have to be okay with being, either coming with me or being okay with me going. You know, but, you know, it is what it is.
I know you're a heartbreaker, because I've met 4 men that said, I don't know why. One was a multimillionaire, the other one had boats and yachts and all of them, and they said, I can't get Stephanie to marry me.
Okay, well, I don't know who they
They're in the news today.
Yeah.
Swimmers on the Olympic team.
Yeah, really. No, I don't know. He's lying, people. He's making stuff up. But, you know, so I think when you come into a first date, the expectation is just that you're going to have a nice time. And worst case scenario, you've made a new friend, right?
Ideally, you do what you both like individually together.
Right.
And grow from that.
Right.
Ideally. You know.
Right. Absolutely.
Even if it's learning a new, I didn't know I liked classical music, or I didn't know I liked, you know,
Right.
expanding.
Yeah, I'll just, you know, I'm like,
Expand.
can we go to Whiskey Mistress? I want to hear Dave Scott's playing. I want to go to Whiskey Mistress. So that, I mean, plus, you know, some of my friends, you know, I sort of like, I'm, you know, being the Italian girl from Boston, I like the familiarity of a neighborhood feel.
Right.
And that's what I get when I go to Buckhead.
Right.
I'm like, hey, how are you? Hey, how, you know, that's how it is when I'm in Boston. So I sort of need that. It's sort of a safety zone for me. I like it.
I need the opposite.
Oh, you don't want anybody?
No, I want everybody. I have a lust for life.
Right.
But I heard an expression by an artist who's passed away, a great artist, Paul Ciocco. His favorite expression was from Picasso. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up way too much space. What they mean by that is out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Because ultimately that becomes boring, and then you keep on exploring like you are. I know
Right.
in fact you go to a lot
Right.
of places.
Right. Well, you know, I think when I'm in my own, I do like the comfort zone. And I did a whole video on Who's Your Mickey, and that's another story. And it is about the comfort zone and the people that keep you. But you definitely, if you're going to grow as a person, you need to be out of your comfort zone. But
I
I'll
think
tell you
so.
what, the first date for me is getting out of my comfort zone. Because
Okay.
it's not easy,
No, it's not. No,
you know?
it takes some
Especially when you thought at one point you had your last first date. You know, that, and then you gotta go, oh, I gotta start all over again. But, you know, I sort of don't have that attitude anymore. Like I'm starting all over again because I shut everything down and I'm gonna let everything happen organically and see what happens.
And I bet it'll work out. I would bet that your life's gonna evolve wonderfully, because all the dating sites, it's quite often more of the same and more of the same. And you go out enough to meet.
I know, and you know, I mean, well, and the other part of it is too, I don't really feel like I'm all about when it's the right time, things will work out. I've sort of chilled a lot more instead of trying to force it and force the hand and say, okay, this has to happen, and I need a boyfriend right now, and I need this. Yeah, I might want a boyfriend. I might want a nice guy to hang out with, but when it happens, it'll be the right time for me. And
I totally get it. Look how they're looking at me. I love these ladies.
see, yes, these
Can
are
they
our.
put the camera, John, on the two women right.
Yeah.
I'm single, by the way. Just mentioning. I've got
He's
about
talking to our staff here.
lovely staff.
Yes, they're awesome. They're the best. I love them
Lovely,
here. They're
beautiful
great.
face.
So, so I just think that it's when the right time is the right time, and I'm chilling and not, you know, and I'm not edgy about stuff like I
get
used
it
to be.
Totally. I really do.
I think it really has to do with the age and what Eileen said when she called in is being marinated in those experiences. I think the experiences that I've had, and I think for me, this has been a rough year, and emotionally has been a rough year for me. And
One thing, why has it been rough? So your viewers and listeners can
Well,
maybe they relate to. I mean, everybody has
I think
issues.
going through the dating world, and you know, I had a relationship that I thought
Right.
was my last first date,
Right.
and so that was tough. It was tough, but you know what? It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I want to send him a thank you note for breaking up with me. I swear, I'm so
I
happy
get it.
because
It's another adventure.
it's and you know what? I learned things about myself, but you know what I did though? I was smart. I shut down and I was alone. I didn't jump into, you know, dating right away or trying to start another relationship. And I let myself heal, and I went out with my friends, and I read a lot, and I thought a lot about my life, and that's where I came up with who deserves to be at my table. I only came up with that because he broke up with me. And if he didn't break up with me, I would still be, you know, sort of losing myself in that relationship, because that's what was happening. I was losing who I was. And thank God he's so stupid. So
Steph for president. I love it.
you know what I mean? You know, because really he lost the best thing there is.
Well, let me ask you.
So I'm
Okay,
just
let me
saying.
ask you this on a more sober note.
Okay.
Were you a part of it? I mean, did you discover things about yourself that you could tweak because he was annoyed, or just went on to another woman? I mean, was there anything that you provoked?
No.
So
I
it was all him.
Listen, you know what? It is always two, right? I was
Well, that's
losing
what I
myself. But I also didn't listen to my internal voice. He had a lot of stuff going on
Gotcha,
that I
okay.
should have backed out a long time ago and let him deal. And I asked him several times, babe, you need a little space? No, I got this.
I get it. So he wasn't forthright.
But inside, I was going, this isn't sitting right with me. And I didn't listen to it. That's what I changed. I'll never not listen to that internal voice again. And and when something's just, I say, je ne sais quoi. I don't know what in French. Je ne sais quoi. There's something not right.
Yeah.
And that goes with people across the board. It doesn't have to be a
Yeah,
relationship.
it could be friends too that are wearing you out, right?
Oh,
Or
they're
I'm wearing
energy
you.
suckers.
I'm the most blessed. You know how I'm the most blessed, I think, is my friends who are older, mostly younger, but older than you. but they talk real because we know we don't have time to just shuck and jive.
Right.
So if I'm bothering them or the show's stupid or whatever, they say it and they don't act
Right.
because they care.
They're not pussyfooting
That's really
around.
caring. You're
Not
right? That's-
dancing around the point.
They're not dancing, right? And they
Okay,
care.
so we got to take a break. So listen, take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we have Jerry Farber and what's going on in his world. This one is for the birthday peeps, Reagan Reinhold, Katarina from Hal's, hi baby, happy birthday, and Renee Dill. Renee, this is your song, babe, because this isn't my fave, but I did it for you. Love you. All right, yay.
So cool. You're really good.
Hi, everybody.
Can you see
Hi,
me?
Deb. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Sue. I miss you. I miss the North End. Who's that? Hi, Carl. Who else is on? I saw that Jeff. Hi, Jeff. If you're still watching. So, yeah.
You're good. You're really good.
I'm really good. That's what he says. You know what? I love that.
I mean, let me explain. I mean, good, really good.
You can say
Technical.
anything now because we're on internet. We're off the FCC. We can say what we want now, right?
She's really good.
There you go.
I can say anything.
Yes.
First time we made love, this is a true story. I said, Steph, am I the first man you ever made love to? She rubbed her beautiful eyes and she went, you look familiar to me. But she said that to me, my darling Steph. Joe, comedian, Beatles.
Yeah. Tell us what happened when your wife wanted to go upstairs and make love.
Oh, Stephanie asked me how I'm doing. So my wife, I'm getting so old, it's no secret. I was lying on the sofa last Sunday night. My wife said, you want to go upstairs and make love? I said, I can't do both. You know what I mean? I said, let's just try it here. It's a great open sofa. Or go out and watch Sound of Music or something with Julie Andrews. I said, I can't run up and down steps like I used to when I was a Beatles.
Yeah, you can't. That's
It's a funny joke.
yeah.
You know what? So I went to my physical.
Uh-huh.
It's true. So when the doctor whispers in front of you to your wife, the doctor looks at my wife and said, Mrs. Farber, I don't like the way Jerry looks. And she said, you know, Doc, I never did either. Never. But he's a good provider and I like him. Is that funny? Is that cute? That's cute.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I love it.
I have a funny moment.
When's your next show?
It's this coming Sunday night. 5 women at Tappa Dabba, 5 women comedians.
Fun.
It's called The Woman Show.
Oh, and so you'll
I'm
you're
making
hosting.
opening remarks, yeah.
You're hosting. Fun.
September
Hey,
the
Paul.
11th is a show I want you to come, though, for real.
September
I'm
11th.
going to be playing the piano with someone.
Ooh. We'll talk about that in your segment. We'll talk about
Okay.
everything, and we'll
All right.
make sure
Okay.
that people know about it. This
You
song's
ever-
a little long.
You ever go to see Joe Granson?
I haven't seen him yet.
I'm taking
He's
you.
at
Listen to me.
Bankman's on Tuesday. He's at Cafe
For
9.
7 years,
290.
he sold it out every other Monday. 7 years, honey. That's how good he is.
He's at a
You're
lot
gonna-
of places.
You and I are
He's been
going.
at Cosmopolitan too, I think.
Yeah, but those are, I mean, this is his home place, 290.
Right. Oh, okay.
He's there every other Monday. I just went last Monday.
Right.
So, well, I'll take you.
Yay.
And we'll go, we'll get a group together, all right? It's the best. Man.
Perfect.
It's the best.
We'll do it.
He'll become your favorite, I promise you.
Okay. Are we ready to get back on air, people? This is a long song.
I don't,
It's Rosanna by Toto. I don't really
Oh,
like
okay.
it. It's not my favorite. But I asked Renee. It was her birthday.
is this from the 70s?
Let's see. It says, "Hi Jerry.
Who is it?
Ask Jerry if he knows what happened to the bartender named something O'Neill from the last." I can't read it, Jerry. What does it say? I can't-
Patrick O'Neill. Patrick, oh, that's from the Larkin Dome. That's the place I played for 12 years.
Why?
You know what? I don't know what happened to Patrick, but they were all, if you remember, really great bartenders. There were 4 of them. And thanks for the memory. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
But they cannot, we can't hear them. They can text.
They can text. That's what they're doing.
Thanks for the memory. That was a great part of my life, Lark and Dove. I was out there 12 years.
Okay. We're getting ready to go back on. Okay. Okay, all right, so we're back. Yay. All right, so Jerry, okay, I was going to ask you about like what you've seen in the changes in comedy, but who cares about that? Let's throw that out and talk about what you got going on.
Well, you know, I was thinking it'd be a good idea not to bring it up, but I do want to mention one thing as
Tell me.
regards to society.
Tell me.
Like our presidential candidates and radio talk show hosts and everything, it's gone downward.
Downward
The lack
spiral.
of civility.
Right,
You hear me?
right.
All right, dropping occasional dirty F-bombs and all that. George Carlin did a whole big piece about it. He
Right.
himself was really clean, but he was
Right.
a brilliant, okay. So now it's almost common talk to hear the words it used to be. And I'm not a prude, I was in the military, you know, I mean, I'm not a prude. But I like cleaner, smarter comedy, Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert.
Right.
Yeah, I do. And,
Well, Rita Rudner's too. She's clean.
and she's clean.
She's
But the
awesome,
point
and
is,
she's
as
funny.
a group, it's going down. I mean,
Right.
the kids are used to hearing stupid and dirty stuff. And we wonder why there's just no center. It sounds
Right.
old to say it. I feel old when I say it, but I think every generation thinks the other one's going.
I know,
You know what I
it's
mean?
kind of cliche, right?
But
then,
it bothers me because comedy clubs are closing. 80% of clubs that were open 10 years ago are gone.
Right.
80% are gone.
right.
That's not just economy. That's because middle-class humans don't want to hear it. Just
Well,
want
here's
that
what I
part.
think. Well, here's what I think. I think the people who are spending money on entertainment are second lifers because there's more
Right.
disposable income.
Certainly a lot of them.
And when we go out, if you have a little bit more disposable income, you want a nicer experience. So you want a nicer place that serves nice drinks, that has a good entertainment, good ambiance, maybe a little bit of nice food, good cocktails, a great bartender. And if you go to a comedy show, you want it to be nice. Like I saw Sebastian Maniscalco. He was hilarious, and he was not dirty at all. At all. I saw Tom Arnold. He was nice. I was expecting it to be. He was really good. I've seen Ray Romano. He's funny and not.
Right, exactly. There you go.
So yeah, there are some really great. But I think when you're our age, like, see, Sebastian Maniscalco appeals to me because he's Italian. And he goes, we walk into a party. I said, what are we gonna eat? There's 6 chicken wings for 30 people. You know, like, so that kind of stuff is very funny to me because it's very ethnic.
Right.
So I love all those ethnic jokes. But, you know, I think that second lifers are spending the money, so they want a different experience than what is being provided. That's why they're closing. Because 20-somethings aren't paying money. They don't want to pay money to go into a comedy club.
It's that, but listen, when I say I'm not a prude, I used to listen to Lenny Bruce before you were born, clubs in Baltimore and New York, and he puts dirty language, but his mind, he did it as a way to get, it's like a band playing
Right.
a Elton John song to get your attention.
Right.
And then they do the real thing.
Right,
He was an intellect, he was a bright guy.
right.
And of course, my boy Woody's just got his 53rd movie
Right.
coming out. Smart. He never had to do bathroom humor. Yes, he married his daughter, but other than that,
Oh my God.
other than that, no, he did not marry his
Oh my
daughter.
God.
That's a bad joke.
Oh my God.
Other than that,
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
but I want to tell you what's going on. I'm
Okay,
going to
tell
take you
me.
to see my evening in town is on a Monday night. This guy named Joe Granson has been performing at Cafe 290, if I can mention it.
Yeah,
Every
of course.
other Monday and selling it out. It's 150 people. Nobody's ever done anything close to that.
Right.
Every other Monday night. I just saw
Right.
him last Monday, so it'll be Monday a week.
Right.
And I'm taking you
All right.
to see
I
it.
love it.
And I know you will like it. And it's so funky, nice. It's in Sandy Springs, so it's geographically.
Well, one of
doable.
my friends here on Facebook says, tell Jerry I want to wrestle him.
That's,
Paul Oliva.
I know Paul.
Yeah, he said he wants to wrestle you.
I wrestled, at first he's got to know, I was an All-American wrestler. That's probably why he's bringing it up. Did you know that? In North
Oh, I
Carolina,
didn't know that.
In 1958, 59. I wrestled, and they called me Mighty Mouse.
Oh,
I looked like him, but I was 138
Right.
pounds. And I only lost one match
wow.
to a kid from Tennessee, and she was good. The girl she was about 6'5", 250. She was a cheerleader at Tennessee. You just missed that.
I'm sorry, I missed the
Oh.
joke because I was.
Oh,
I missed the joke. Sorry.
She was good. She gained 200 pounds. Went to Alabama, and she called double wide. That's her
That's,
nickname.
oh my God,
She
double
was
wide.
impossible to take down. Paul could have done it. Paul wrestled.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's a joke.
That is
That's
so
not a
funny.
joke. Double
And
wide.
Tom says he agrees with all your comments. Must be about comedy, about how everything's spiraling.
It's, you know what, but let's not leave it just with comedy. Our politicians are talking like idiots too, the way that, just how ugly, it's just so ugly. You know, William Buckley was one of my favorite talk shows.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't understand most of what he said. He was brilliant. I knew I disagreed with him theoretically and
Right,
spiritually.
right.
But he would offend you, but you wouldn't know it. He would do it intellectually, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? But not calling you names.
Right.
Just by his brain could take almost anybody down.
Well, that's the way to do it. I mean,
Yeah, but that's the way it was in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. It was much more intellectual. That's why Jon Stewart is so hot today, still, Jon Stewart.
well, I feel like even if you're having a conversation, if it gets ugly, whoever gets ugly and mad loses. Like, it's just not, it just doesn't work.
And you know what? If I get mad at you
Mm-hmm.
and we don't resolve anything, and I stay mad at you, you beat me twice.
Absolutely.
Right? You know,
It's
I carry that
ridiculous.
just let go.
Well-
It's an art form to let go. By the way, I don't have to do it easily. I'm learning it at 80. Letting go.
Well, let me tell you, I had this situation with my mom, with a family member, and who mistreated my mother. And, we were with her this weekend, and, it was like nothing ever happened. And it was very nice and very sweet and very loving. And I said to my mother, I said, it's not, the relationship is worth more than being right. And so, I mean, there's sometimes if people are toxic, they need to be out of your life. But to me, there's no fighting. You just have a conversation. This isn't working for me. This, whatever. But and this made me. I feel this way, and and then you can say, oh, I didn't mean to say it that way, or I didn't, whatever, and you can work it out. To me, a relationship is not worth being right.
That's
You know what I mean?
that's
It's
the
worth it.
universe. I go
That's
to a
it.
synagogue
You know what I'm saying?
on Tuesdays
Uh-huh.
and study.
Right.
I'm not very religious, but I go because they have these 4-week sessions.
Right.
The last one I went to was loving, not winning.
Right.
Meaning in marriages, somebody has to win, right?
Right.
Winning doesn't mean it's a short-lived thing.
Right.
Loving is perpetual.
There you go.
And it's from the Kabbalah, really.
Right.
There's something called the Kabbalah. So I'm studying.
Well, it says
But
it in the
makes
Christian scriptures as well.
What? Oh, it applies to a human.
Yeah.
Oh, and most of the people go on that Tuesday aren't Jews.
Right.
They just want to hear a study, a
Right.
course. It's a course.
Right.
You don't have to be Jewish. They don't ask you that.
Right.
But anyway, I love that the title brought me to take the
Right.
course.
Right.
Loving, not winning. Not
There
winning.
you go.
Meaning
That's
you don't have
right.
to win. Now, you're wrong. And then you're wrong. You don't know what you're
So
doing.
see?
All that. But if you love, then love and win that way. I mean, keep loving and not having to win.
It's just not, to me,
I didn't
it's
explain
not,
it.
it's not, you're
You
right.
get it though?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's exactly what I said. The relationship is worth more than being right. You don't have, if you have to
That's right.
win, you lose.
You have to, yeah.
What do you win?
Yeah. Right,
What,
right.
really?
That's
What
right.
what is it that you
That's
win? You win, do you win anything? No, you've just lost somebody out of your life. You lost.
I think so, and I know you think so. And most people, if they take a deep breath, would say, I don't have to keep beating this person by winning them everything. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Love, if you're capable. Because sometimes you
Some
learn if
people
you're
aren't
even
capable.
They're not capable
There's
of
some people
loving.
that are
They'd
not-
rather win.
Or their sense of love is control, or or some other things. So yeah, I mean it's definitely. I know that even with my dad. I mean he definitely loved us, but there was a sense of control there. And he was a gambler. He gambled.
I did that
So
too.
yeah, and that was he couldn't control that, so he controlled tried to control everything else.
That's a different, when you're battling and nobody
An
wants-
addiction.
An addiction, which I went through, when you're battling that, it's hard to be reasonable. And
Well,
you,
yeah.
and you get short
This is
temper
true.
quite often.
This is true.
You know,
All right, we're going to come back. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more Jerry Farber. And this one is for Bubba Ziegler, Clay Redmond, and Jeff Roberts. Thanks for liking my Just Steph page. And it's Madonna's birthday this week, so I thought I'd put a little tribute to Madonna.
I love Madonna.
Yay.
I dated Madonna
You dated her?
twice.
So so we're going to put on Madonna right now. Are we ready for that? There we go. There it is. There it is.
You're
All right.
such a great host.
Oh my gosh.
compliment you.
How
You really are.
fun is this? I should be a star. My grandmother always says, Steph, you're a movie star. So if my grandmother thought it right, can it be true?
She's so alive.
No, I miss her. She was so funny.
I can relate to
Yeah, she
Miss-
was so
Miss
funny. Yeah,
Redmond.
she passed away in August 12, 2010.
Oh, she lived a long time.
No, 2007. My father passed away in 2010.
How old was she?
So, she was, I believe, 86. Yeah, she was 86. So it says, a friend here, Maria King says, always loved your side door venue. Went to it when it was off Far Road back in the early 80s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Good for her.
Tom.
Thank you, thank you.
Tom says Red Skelton was a great comedian
Great
for all
comedian.
ages.
Great comedian, yeah.
And
Right.
so we've got some great cons. Thanks. Yeah, so she said, yeah, the side door. So, and then you moved it to the Landmark Diner.
The Landmark, I don't know if she's referring to that. I had another club that was really a good one, in Buckhead on Far Road.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't know
that
if
might have
that's
been
what-
it.
maybe
Yeah.
that's what you mean.
So, this is a good conversation.
You know how long ago it was? I
Oh.
had Jeff Foxworthy and the Indigo
Oh.
Girls. Wait, they worked there for like 500 a week. Are you ready for this? That was 7 shows.
I would do it for 500
No,
right now.
no, 7 shows
Yeah,
for 500 a week. That's like $80 a show.
yeah. Still,
But that
I
was
think
a
I
long
would do
time.
that. If I could get $80 a show.
I would pay you $500 just to stare at you and watch you sleep. Just
Oh,
to watch
I love
you sleep.
that.
Nothing else, no stuff, but I have open a bottle of wine.
And just watch me.
Can I tell you my new line?
Tell me. Is this a pickup line for
No.
girls?
No, but I do have a good pickup line. What's your name? What's your name?
Steph.
May I call you Steph?
Yeah.
What time? What's a good time to call? That's my,
Oh, that's it.
that's it. No, so sex used to be a more prominent part of my life. Now it's food. So you know what I did? I moved the mirror over my bed, put it over the kitchen.
So the mirror,
Can I hear that? Is that
the
tacky?
mirror from the
That's exactly-
bedroom went to
Yeah,
the kitchen,
now
so
I
you can
like
watch,
food, so
so
I'll
you can
put
watch
the
yourself eat.
Fine, exactly.
I love
I
that.
make up a new line. I'll do it for 3 years in a row. You know?
Oh, you rotate lines.
No, I
That-
love it. I make them up, and if I like it, I go with it.
Stick with it for a while. I love that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that kills me.
We got a date for Joe Granson Monday a week. I'm taking you.
Oh, a week from this Monday.
Week from this coming Monday.
Okay.
It's-
All right,
but
I love it.
Sold it out. 7 years. 7 years. I mean,
Okay.
when you see
I
him,
like
you'll get
Cafe
it.
290. I've been there a couple
No, it's a
times.
fun- you know what makes anything? That night, it's Joe Granson's band.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what makes it. It's decent. I like it. I like John Spadini line. You know,
I don't know them over there.
you're gonna meet him.
Yay.
You'll love the crowd.
I
And
love-
you're gonna get up and talk too.
Oh,
No,
so
talk about what you do.
I'm going to talk about what I do. I love that. I never met a microphone I didn't love. Oh, here we go. We're getting ready to go back on.
Boy,
Oh, you got it? Hold on.
hold on.
Hold on.
What have I done?
There we go. Yeah. All right. Starlight, Star Bright. Happy birthday, Madonna. All right. So, Jerry, wait, you said you went to a place last night? Was it last night?
Please
Tell
thank
me
you
about
for,
it.
for reminding me. It's in Midtown, on Monroe Drive, right near Park Tavern in Midtown. And it's called the Red Light. Been there forever. A little place.
Uh-huh.
Really funky. It's like a New York club. And they had members of Joe Granson's band.
Uh-huh.
Gordon Vernick, who teaches music at Georgia State. He's head of the department.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's a jam session.
Uh-huh.
Must have had 50 musicians, and it kept on. It was a 2-hour set, no break.
Right.
And I loved it. I felt like I was in New York. And the people, old ones, young ones, black ones, white ones, and they were all sharing this great music. These were real good musicians.
I love that.
So I'll take you there one night when we're.
I love this.
Swimming.
Jerry's promising me a bunch of dates. See, I don't even have to date. I'm just gonna go out with you everywhere.
Can I tell you what happened in Miami? I call this, I call this the best Jewish recovery joke.
Tell me.
But it's not a joke, but it happened. So I'm sitting around a pool in Miami, where my cousin lives, and I was sitting next to a woman I didn't know, older woman, and this kid came out, and he had a very weak chin. It happens. It doesn't mean it's weak, but a weak chin, you know.
Yeah.
And his eyes were awfully close together. And I said to the woman, I said, look at his chin. He's got no chin. His eyes are closed. She said, that's my grandson. I said, ma'am, you didn't let me finish. On him, it looks terrific.
Oh my God.
You know, and everything was okay. But I almost got in trouble.
Oh
But I
God.
said, you didn't let me finish. On him, it looks like a movie star, you know. You've got to be Jewish to being Italian helps, but
It doesn't help.
it's a Jewish recovery.
That's a Jewish recovery. Oh my gosh. So you got to tell me it looks good.
In New York, at Gross Singers, I used to do it, and I loved it. Isn't it funny how our little tribes, we laugh at different.
Oh yeah, because we always talk about the food stuff for Italians.
Italians.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sebastian Maniscalco does a whole skit on go to Passover because his wife's Jewish, and he said they need to let the Italians get to Passover because the food's terrible. But you
Well, I
know,
dated an Italian woman that knows you,
Oh.
and she insisted I buy, no, I was dating one. The Italian woman I dated liked Viagra,
oh,
but the Jewish woman wanted me to buy Pfizer, which manufactures
Yeah.
the, it's a good stock. You understand? That's
oh my gosh, yeah.
how tacky.
There you go.
So what?
So-
So what's your schedule? What are you doing this weekend?
Oh no, we're going to get into that in a few minutes because we're going to do Living Atlanta.
Okay.
So I don't want to tell anybody yet. I've got a busy weekend. My kids are going to be gone.
What?
My kids are gone this
Oh,
afternoon
I know that.
for the weekend.
Good for them.
Yay. So yeah. So what else do you have going on now? You Sunday night is your
Sunday night, every Sunday at Tappa Tappa. That's
In
by
Midtown.
Opry Diem right in Midtown. This coming Sunday, Angela Miller's a comedian. She's got 5 women doing her show. And then Johnny Perazzo. will
I
be
love
there.
Johnny.
Will be there September. Oh, he's great. He's Italian.
Yeah, I know.
Italian guy. Pazzano.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. He's so nice and he's funny.
So nice.
And he
Funny.
plays. He's
Really talented guy. Singer. Good singer. We're best friends.
he's a great guy. So tell me, what are you gonna? So Sunday, are you every Sunday at Tappa Tappa?
I'm not always performing, but I produce the shows.
Yay.
And
I love
it's been
that.
Terrific, and I want you to get more involved.
And you're traveling a
Traveling.
little bit too. You've
Traveling
moved
a
going
lot.
around. Southeast.
Still getting work. Yeah, I'm going to Savannah with Johnny, Savannah, Charleston,
Oh, that's fun.
corporate.
Now, do you meet new girls at every place?
I
Are you
meet women.
like Ricky
The-
Nelson, the traveling man?
This is how you learn what's phony and what's not.
Tell
When
me.
I walk in a place, and I don't act like, I don't sit in the green room at a club. I
Right.
sit among the people to
Right.
try to get a buzz, what's going on. Some of the people won't look at me. Or if they do, they look through me and, oh, God, I'm useless to a lot, just the way you look. You're rather useless. They're not ugly, and it's just, but when after a show, if it's a good one, those same people you're correct, I didn't know that. And I would say, well, why would you have to know that I'm a funny guy to be able to say hello and make eye contact?
Right.
Right? You understand? Now, if they were 15 or 20, I would say, I get it. But if they're 30, 40, 50, look at people. It takes a moment to, all we have on the earth is each other. So,
Well,
so to look, make contact.
There was a story on Facebook that I read that a pastor of a church, I don't know what kind of a church, whatever it was, he dressed up like a homeless man. And he was all dirty and smelly, and they wouldn't let him in the church. And, they said, you're not dressed properly. And he
Right.
wanted to go in.
Right.
And then afterwards they realized he, took off his mask or whatever he was doing, and they let him in. And it goes to show you how people do that, and they won't talk to you for whatever reason. And, I got that a lot, being born with the Poland syndrome and stuff. I got people that, I'd be out at a nightclub when I was 21 years old, and men would not talk to me.
Well, because there's so much in America about how you look instead of how you are, right? Some of the loveliest people are will surprise us the most.
Right.
They have the most to say, the most feeling, but they don't look like, well, they don't look like I hate that, especially always looking like an underdog. I was blessed, as it turned out, with never having a handsome look, because I got to observe how other people are phony and reacting to looks, which will fade.
Right.
Right? I mean, your character doesn't have to fade.
Right.
Who you are, you're
Right.
all right. But the looks are definitely go. Look at me, I'm 38 years old already. Look at me. And dog years. And dog years.
Dog years.
But you know what I mean? I mean, it really bothers me a lot. That's not true. I'm aware of it, but I wish people could. We were taught to say hello. We were socialized.
Absolutely.
We had old aunts and uncles. They didn't look great. Their grandparents were old, but we never not hugged them, and we liked.
I'll tell you what. I saw some when I go home to Boston. There's a different kind of respect there from the younger crowd to the older crowd. They come in. They hang out with their parents more. With the kids here don't. Because it's, they want to be there. They want to be in the feast. They want to be part of this society. And the kids come in, they greet all of us. When I say kids, well, I'm talking from 30 under.
Right.
And they'll come up and they'll hug all of us. They hug, and I do the same for my mother and her friends, or I greet everybody with a hug and a kiss, because that's what we did. That's how you treat people, and it's not fake, it's not forced. It's real. You want to be there, and you talk to, like, I'll talk to the kids, they'll talk to me, or they'll be talking to their grandparents as if they were their friend, but there's a respect there, and it's very different. That community is so different. It's like the old school. It's old school. It's going back to the North End for me is going old school. And it's the respect and the way people should talk to each other. Like, my mother and I stay in a hotel that's really literally a block away from the festivities. And one of the guy friends from the club said to me, he came back, he goes, I want to let you know I made sure your mother got back to the hotel okay. He walked her back. He's my age. And he said, I said, thank you. You know what I mean? He made sure my mother was okay.
Right.
And you know what? If it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else from there, that they would have made sure my mother was okay getting back to the hotel. And so that's the different, it's old school. Totally old school.
My mother used to say, she was 80 when she said it, if all young people, could be terminally ill, listen, she said this, but only for 1 week, they would wake up from that and hug and love and be appreciative, because youth is a little callous. Right? It's supposed to be. It's arrogant, and look at me, aren't I the hippest thing? And then one day, it's not like that at all. If we live long enough, it's not like that.
Right.
And so what's left in is some humility, grace, love is what can be
and
left.
being okay in your own skin.
Right, but you know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
You wouldn't be so quick to ignore other people. Your last thoughts aren't going to be, God, I wish I'd had that date that night. I wish I had the BMW. It would be about love. If we're alive, it's going to be about love. And
absolutely.
maybe love missed. I mean, I want to hug my parents all the time now, more than ever.
I know. My mother spent the whole summer in Boston, and when I went up for 2 weekends this year, and I was like, Mom, because she lives with me, and I'm like, Mommy, and I was like, oh my gosh, and we laughed and we had such a good time, and I cried my eyes out on the plane. The guy next to me felt bad. He's like, oh, it's gonna be all right. I was like, I don't want to go back. I just want.
You got a shoulder to cry on.
Oh, I love that. I love that. We're going to get into Living Atlanta in a few minutes, so we're going to take a quick break. This one is for Kevin Spencer from Electric Ave and Diane Brown. Thanks for liking my Living Atlanta page, and I got latched because I'm latching on to you, babe.
I love you.
There we go. Here we go. Right here. Give me this. Yay. I love this song. All right, so.
I'm sorry, I don't know any of these songs.
That's okay.
Is that bad?
No.
But tell me who they are.
What is?
This song.
This is Latched by Disclosure. Nah. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so out there in Facebook land and Periscope, my birthday is October 25th. So the month of October, I want to do. I was born in 1966, so I'm thinking about having, for every single week, having all my songs be from the 60s or like my favorite songs, 60s and 70s. So if you have any of your favorite songs for me, for October, Facebook me, Message me, call me, anytime. Here's my number and a dime. But anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend the whole month of October celebrating my birthday. I think I'm going to have a big party.
I think we're gonna have a party for you at Tappa Tappa. And you will see, there will be people who will follow Steph to Tappa, and you'll get on stage and do 5-10 minutes of Steph.
Really?
Yeah.
I won't let go of you.
I mean it. No, we're gonna be a whole
I
different
got
side.
you, Steph.
It'll be the flip side of Steph.
Yeah, the flip side of Steph. It's the Just Steph show. The flip side, it's like the B side, right?
No, the A side.
The A
plus.
side, A plus.
The A plus.
Yay!
Anyway, I hope you make this so big, this show.
I love it. It's so fun. Yay!
I don't think I could ever, for $1 million cash tax free, could ever learn how to do these buttons.
So this was I'm showing Jerry my date from last night. I'll show you. Should I show you? Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, she likes my song. This is him right here. Oh my God, he's taking his clothes off. Right here. This is him right here. I'm showing him my date.
Handsome.
He's cute, huh?
Yeah, what's his name?
I can't. Well, I don't want to say it
All
because
right,
they
never
can hear
mind.
me.
I got you. Very
won't say.
handsome.
But yeah, he's cute. You know what? He was nice. I had a great time. So.
Yeah, you look like you had a good, I mean, he looks like it'd be fun to be with.
You know what? He was nice. You know what's so funny? He said that I blew him off a couple of times a little while ago, and but you know what? I said, I was just going through my breakup, and I was like, you know what? I'm better now.
Did you know that you brushed him off?
I really didn't. I really didn't. And you know what? I would never do that to anybody.
So it wasn't in your mind at some time?
My
that
mind was
conscious
somewhere
of
else.
blowing
Well, I am the type of person that I treat everybody with dignity and respect, and I will engage in a conversation, whether it's even if it's a weird, I'll be like, I'm not interested. Thank you very much. Blah blah. Blah. Whatever. I always treat everybody nicely, and I did blow him off a little bit, but I was not in the right mind. I was, and I needed to be alone, and I did the right thing by me, and I, and I healed, and I feel great, and I did all this introspection.
Because you're so conscious, great.
Well, I'm way too evolved. I have spent a lot of time in, doing my therapy and Al-Anon and everything else that I've done, reading. I'm way too evolved. Oh, here we go. I don't even want to get back on. This is too much fun. I love this song. You like it? Oh God, can't get the song right. Okay. All right, so we're back. All right, so you wanted to know where to go this weekend. You've been waiting for Living Atlanta. Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Saturday night wins. Don't believe me, just watch. Okay. All right, so listen. All right, before you go out tonight, this weekend, make a plan. Drink responsibly, drive responsibly, call a cab, call Uber, call a friend. Do not drink and drive. Leave your car or get safe ride, Lyft or something. Do not drink and drive. I mean that. So where are you going to be this weekend?
I'm with my son this weekend.
Okay, that's good. Well, my kids are going out of town this afternoon with their dad. They're going to go visit my oldest boy who lives and works in D.C. He works on the Hill. So, they're going to do that. So I'm free all
For you.
weekend
Well,
long.
call me after midnight. And we'll have a cocktail. We'll bring the lady producer.
Yeah, okay, well, tonight I'm going to Hal's. Then I'll be at Whiskey Mistress, and I think Supply and Demand is having a little bit of a black dress party. We'll talk about that, but I may stop by there to see my friend Joey. Now Friday, I'm gonna keep it a little bit of an early night because I want to do my workout on Saturday. Friday, I'm gonna be at Hal's a little bit early, and then I may go over to Cigar City Club in Sandy Springs to see Dave Scott for a little bit. But I'm gonna make it an early night, and then Saturday morning, I'm gonna get up and go and do my workout at Body Design Personal Training in Midtown, and they run our butts off through Georgia Tech. So I'm doing that in the morning, 10 o'clock, and so join me. It's a free class, And then I think I might be going to Gypsy Kitchen. I'm going to try and lay out at the pool if it's nice, and then go to Gypsy Kitchen Saturday night. They have some birthday party, and Sunday is Band X is at Johnny's. So I want to go there Sunday night. So I've got a busy weekend. But I have a special announcement. I've gotten some information from Kevin Spencer, who is from Electric Ave, that I know that all my friends have seen them around there at the various venues. I think they're going to be a Cosmopolitan, but they've been at the Heritage at Sandy Springs, and they're at Venkman's, and they're all over the place. They are going to be performing, on Sunday, the 28th of August, at the College Football Hall of Fame on Marietta Street, and it's the Chick-fil-A fan experience. And they're going to be celebrating the homecoming, and it includes a tour through the museum, plus there's going to be a few college football stars there, but it's a secret. And I guess the museum is amazing. And then from 7 to 7:50, it's a yachty good time. And then from 8 to 9 is Electric Ave, just the hits, and they're going to be performing. So that's, Kevin told me that.
It's a great museum.
Yeah, and so there's going to be lots of stuff going on that day if you want to, because it's football season, really. We're turning right around this
You
corner.
understand, the Tar Heels, that's where I went to school, were playing Georgia in the opening in that Chick-fil-A you just read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How fun is that?
September 3rd.
Okay.
Got tickets on the 50.
How fun, really?
Not kidding.
Well, and one other announcement, we all loved East Andrews, and they had Prohibition in there, which was the fun cigar bar that you went through the phone booth to
Right.
get in. Well, they've, that has shut down, but they've opened a new place called the Red Phone Booth, and it is located in the iconic Daly's building in downtown Atlanta, and it's the first of a multi-location franchise rollout, and it is a Prohibition experience featuring an extensive classic craft cocktail and cigar program. Patrons will notice the finest attention to detail that provides for exceptional cocktails, including 100% fresh squeezed juices. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. They'll have small plates, including fresh seafood, carpaccio, Neapolitan pizza, and house-made desserts, including a rotating selection of signature desserts courtesy of former Daly's owner and current president of the Georgia Restaurant Association, Karen Bremer. So they're going to be, it's showcasing the 1920s speakeasy theme, and the venue features restored original brick floors, a honey onyx bar, intimate fireplace, custom Italian leather couches, and hand-painted ceiling with backlighting. And it's a private mob-style kitchen complete with poker and pool tables, and that's available for rent for private events. And it's just like the former Prohibition in Buckhead, and guests enter by securing a secret phone number and dialing it into a restored antique London red phone booth entry. And it's open now. How fun is that?
That's great, Prohibition. I was
Yay.
there when the original Prohibition, 1938, with Jimmy Cagney and Roosevelt. We were sitting around talking about Tar Heels.
All right, so Deb Bowman this weekend. Tonight she's at the Whiskey Mistress. That's where I'm going to be, so come say hi. I'll probably do some live streaming. And she's there from 6 to 9. And then all Fridays in August, she's at Grain in Midtown. So don't miss her. Now, tonight she's with, I believe, her piano guy is Bill Wilson. And at Grain, she's with guitarist Dan Barrazu. And that's from 6 to 9 at Grain. DJ Vanessa Hunley tonight is at Musicology at G's and G's Midtown. And Sunday Fun Day is karaoke as well at G's. Dave Scott is always Tuesday and Wednesday at the Whiskey Mistress. I saw him there last night, 9 till midnight. And Thursday, he is at Cigar City Club from 7 to 11. Friday, he's at Sweet Georgia Juke from 5 till 7:30. And then he heads over to Cigar City Club from 9 until 1. Sunday, he's at Sweet Georgia Juke from 3:30 to 6:30. All weekend long at the Punchline in Buckhead is J. Chris Newberg from America's Got Talent. All shows at $20. And so for tonight, every Thursday is Pie Night at your Pie in all locations, where select craft beers are nicely priced at $3.14. Now, here's what's going on in Roswell tonight. It's a live after 5 at Roswell Square, and they have lots of stuff. They have food trucks and local vendors, music, entertainment. It's fun for the whole family. and it's 5 o'clock, and they have a Facebook page. You can check it out. Whiskey Mistress, of course, is with Dynamo Deb Bowman, and there's complimentary appetizers, great cocktails, and excellent service. I can attest to that because I'm there all the time. Venkman's early show is Jared and Amber. I almost said Jamber. From 6:30 to 8:30. That's free. And then they're doing a screening of Pretty in Pink at 9 p.m. The Metro Atlanta Scotch Club will be at Freight Kitchen and Tap Restaurant in Woodstock for bourbon tasting, and you're invited. And it's 7 to 9 p.m. It's $40. Now at Johnny's Hideaway tonight, it's dancing lessons with Dancing David from 7 to 8.
Good. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, Smith's Old Bar in the Atlanta room has Reverend Justin Hilton, Pierce Edens, and South River. In their music room is the Ira Vibe series. And 540, Natty Lovejoy's, and there's all these crazy names, Elephant Convoy. At Zola Italian in Milton, so if you're OTP, it's a red hair beer dinner. See, in Boston, we don't understand where the R's go. We just don't know. So the Coca-Cola Summer Film Festival at the Fox Theater is Jurassic Park. That's 7:30. It's $10. The Gifted Ferret that's in Woodstock. It's Max Presents Third Thursday's wine tasting party, and is an open mic night. The Velvet Note has the open mic jam every Thursday from 8 till midnight. Now this is good for you musicians out there. You can meet the best, most passionate local area musicians, make essential connections, and relax and enjoy the scene. That's $8. DBA in Barbecue in the Highlands has adult trivia at 8 o'clock. I think that'd be fun. Supply and Demand is Code Thursdays, and it's a little black dress party, so I got to change and go to put on my black dress for tonight. Dixie Tavern has Seth Waters and Brandon Kulka, and Atlanta's #2 party duo. I don't know why it's #2 and not #1, but why would anyone would say they were #2 is beyond me. That's from 9 to 1, and it's no cover. Now, Friday night is Avalon Nights Live all summer from 6 to 8, and you can unwind on their, they have like a quad out there, like a little, and it's a great place, and they have music and all of that going on. Now, there's a leftover dinner series, Bites, Bow Ties, and Bottles VIP, hosted by Chef Jarvis Belton and Company at Charles Yates Golf Course in Atlanta. It's from 7 to 10. It's $55. Join them for a phenomenal night of live music, great food, and paired wine that will send your senses into another place. Sounds interesting. And that's Friday night, and you can hang out there. Smith's Old Bar on Friday has the Sagas and Third Sound and Native Blood in the Atlanta room. The Velvet Note, Friday and Saturday, is a jazz tribute to the music of Barbra Streisand this weekend. She was just played in Boston, and a bunch of my friends were going. I saw that. Now, at City Winery, which I love, as Packway Handle Band with Caleb Caudle, and that's at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. the doors open, 8 p.m. start. It's $18. The food is really good there, and they have their own wine. It's winery. It's great. And there's a can ball tonight at the Hyatt Regency Room. This is Friday night, 8 p.m. to midnight, $85. And it's the Atlanta Apartment Association, and they celebrate 25 years of giving, and your efforts will greatly benefit the Atlanta Community Food Bank. So that's like 2,000 of your friends will be there. Smith's Old Bar, the music room, is the Runaway Gin, and it's a fish, P-H-I-S-H, fish tribute if you love fish. Cosmopolitan in Marietta has Slippery When Wet, and that's the Bon Jovi tribute at 9 p.m. Red Martini is Flashback Fridays every Friday. It's old school hip hop with OG from 97.9. Complimentary martinis for ladies from 9 to 10. So you can even go there and get teed up. So Red Sky Tapas and Bar on Friday and Saturday is the Dueling Pianos. And Whiskey Mistress has no cover before 9 o'clock, and it's their Rick Seymour band, formerly of Wet Willie, or maybe he's still doing Wet Willies, I don't know. And Billy Allen will always get up there and sing a tune or two. Dixie Tavern has country party band, Kurt Thomas Band. So they're 9:30 to 2 and no cover. Venkman's has Mosiki Scales and Common Ground Collective, an Afrobeat big band show, and that's at 10 o'clock. That's interesting, very different. 37 Main in Beaufort has Slippery When Wet, that's Bon Jovi, and Van Halen, that's a Van Halen tribute at 10 p.m. Now Saturday, of course in the morning, is the free Cardio Blast workout at Body Design Personal Training, and it's from 10 to 10:45, and that's on 10th by Northside, and it's a lot of fun. Yacht Rock Revival is at Piedmont Park. A bunch of my friends are going to that, and that's the doors open at 5:30. The show's at 7. Rain or shine, $40. That's Yacht Rock, and they're great.
They're great.
Coca-Cola Summer Film Festival at the Fox Theater has Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And they're doing Saturday morning cartoons. I don't know if you want to do that, but I don't. But I've watched enough cartoons. My oldest is 23. I'm done with cartoons. So, but yeah, Willy Wonka is at 7:30. Venkman's has on Saturday Chicken Pickin' Brunch with Ruby Red's band, and then later on is a Prohibition party. Well, you should go
the
there.
original in Chicago.
Yeah. Trey Dahl and the Jug Time Rag Band and the 9th Street Stompers at 10 o'clock. Mason Tavern in Decatur has wine and tapas from 3:30 to 5:30. It's $25. The Gifted Ferret in Woodstock has free artisan wine tasting from 6 to 8. Lots of free drinks around town. You could get loaded for free.
Tell me that.
I just really would just rather have somebody pick up the tab. Smith's Old Bar in the Atlanta Room has Austin Coleman at 6:30, and then Hooker and Ferris in the Wheels at 9. Butcher and Brews in Alpharetta it's a grand opening there, and it's 7 to 9 p.m. And you can check them out on Facebook, and it's butcherandbrewsshop.com. The Velvet Note, of course, is doing Barbra Streisand on Saturday night. City Winery and Eddie's Attic presents Robin Mead, our own Robin Mead.
Love Robin
yes,
Mead.
with special guests. 6 Wire at 6 p.m. and that's when the doors open. It's 8 p.m. start, and it's $22. So that would be a great show to see Robin Mead. She's very talented, and she's at City Winery Saturday night. Smith's Old Bar in the Music Room has Runaway Gin. That's there again doing the Fish tribute. Cosmopolitan is every Saturday. It's DJ Cut Creator Saturday night dance party. Ladies free until 10. That means you can go in free. You're not getting a free lady. Right? See, I want to hang around with you. I want to be a comedian.
No, you are.
37 Main has a Van Halen tribute, and Red Martini on Saturday is celebrating their August birthday. So this Saturday at Red Martini with the head birthday girl, Rossi Hancock Bryan. Bring your party and let us help you celebrate. Dixie Tavern has Rockabilly and Psycho DeVille's, that should be fun. I sort of like the Rockabilly. That's fun, and it's 10 p.m. to 3. The Whole World Improv Theater. This week's episode is Folks Be the Same Everywhere, and that's on Spring Street in Atlanta. It's the Improv Zone. It's $15. Have you ever done improv?
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm.
See, I would imagine you would have done that. I think that's fun. I would think I would like improv.
It is fun. It's just like real life.
That I would like, because I could totally get into I'm quick on the conversation. Mm-hmm. Practicing a gig for like comedy, I'm not good at. So Davio's has on Sunday. We're moving into Sunday. Davio's Sunday brunch, and executive chef Timothy McGee offers over-the-top specialties. Venkman's has a bottomless mimosa brunch with Nico Lembo Trio. He's the drummer. It's 12:30 to 3, and that's free. Zola Italian in Milton has a Trisatum wine dinner, and that's 6:30 to 9:30, $59. Red Sky has tapas brunch, and it's half-price wine. It's so good. DBA Barbecue is award-winning pulled pork hash. Easy for me to say. Of course, Rio Bravos has their Tex-Mex brunch, and Whiskey Mistress has Sin Sundays, service industry night from 5 till midnight. St. Cecilia's is the Sunday table, and it's a 4-course communal Italian dinner. Sounds like my house. And the menu changes often, but it's for everybody. It's $35 a person. The General Muir has Sunday night spaghetti dinner, 5:30 to 9. New York Prime this week has the Trinchero Family Estates wine dinner at 6 o'clock, and that's $89. And let me tell you something, peeps, that's cheap. You go there, I mean, the drinks alone are $89, so you'll get a wine dinner. Be awesome. The Velvet Note has the Daniel Bennett group at 7 and 9 for $24. Sunset Sessions Sundays at Park Tavern. Now, these are free, and it's 7 to 11, and it's Blair Crimmins. Smithsonian Bar has Atlanta Bar Church, and City Winery is Jazzby Promotions presents Gerald Veasley and Althea Rini. And that's at 8 o'clock. Johnny's Hideaway, of course, Band X will be there with my friend David Coles, one of the lead singers. The Punchline Sunday night is Sunday Night Comedy Festival at 9 o'clock, and it's $10. And it's the some new comedians. Monday, Venkman's has Low and Slow smoked gourmet barbecue on the Big Green Egg at 6:30 to 8:30, and that's $65. There's so much going on in the city. Smithsonian Bar in the Atlanta Room, so you can go out every night of the week. I can't do that.
I love it when people say nothing's going on in Atlanta.
Oh, my gosh.
There are 280 nightclubs in Atlanta.
You know what? And this is just a fraction of what's going on.
Right. I know.
It really is. So Smithsonian Bar has stuff going on. City Winery has songwriter and whiskey pairing series with Heather Luttrell, and you get a whiskey pairing, and it's $30. That's kind of fun if you like whiskey. Now, Tuesday at the Punchline is Taylor Mason and Voices and Them Some. Kevin Kinney is at City Winery on Tuesday, and it's Kevin Kinney August residency, and he's going to be there every Tuesday in August. Star Bar is Downtown Tuesday night dance party at 10 o'clock. It's retro soul, funk, 80s and 90s with DJ MP3PO. I don't know what that means, no cover charge. So Wednesday at Venkman's is Bonamara, and okay, this Wednesday at City Winery is the Bacon Brothers. Kevin Bacon, oh my God, I love him. He's so cute. And that's at 7 and 9:30 at $40. I wonder where the after party is for where Kevin's going to be after the after party.
My condo down in Midtown.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll be there. Smithsonian Bar has more stuff in the Punchline on. This is Wednesday. It's a Jew and a black guy at 8 p.m.
They're very popular.
Yeah, $15. And always ongoing Cosmopolitan half-price apps at the bar for happy hour. Sibo and Bevy has happy hour Monday through Friday. Everything's half off. Mondays at Johnny's Hideaway is Team Trivia. The Mercury in Pond City Market is half-price classic cocktails on Mondays. Davio's has prime rib Mondays and half-price wines, and they have half-price apps at the bar Monday through Friday. Dixie Tavern on Mondays is open mic night with Barry Richmond Band from 9 to 1. And Tuesdays at Venkman's is Joe Granson Jam Night, but he's on Mondays, he's at Cafe 29.
Every other Monday, for
Every other
7
Monday.
years.
Okay, so, and then Zeelanese Cobb on Tuesdays has half-price oysters. Noni's Bar has open mic comedy, and Dixie Tavern has karaoke night with Andy on Tuesday nights. Wednesdays, Velvet Note has Oasis After Work, and Venkman celebrates Hump Day the right way with the Big Green Egg on Wednesdays. Zeal has Wine Down Wednesday, and Star Bar has Cowboy Karaoke on Wednesdays. I think that'd be fun. I would like to do that and go sing Shania Twain.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah. So looking ahead, on August 30th is the Davio's 6th anniversary party. I will be there with all the cool peeps. And the 17th of September is Music Midtown. Now, the 24th of September, I am doing this. It's a Saturday night. It's from 6 to 7 at Piedmont Park. It's with Body Design Personal Training. It's a kickball game. I'm playing kickball. I'm bringing my son. He's the ringer. We're calling him the Shawnerator, my Sean. We're bringing, so it's $25. Get online, and if you want to join us. Now, on October 7th is the Limelight Disco Party at the Concourse. Now, November 12th is the Great Gatsby Gala at Spring Hall. I'll be there. And, you can get onto my website in juststeph.com and subscribe to my Living Atlanta page and get all of this and more on the calendar. And you'll get a free ebook, my book. So that's up there. And, of course, I'm on iTunes as a podcast. And you can find me, I'm all over the place. Just Steph Facebook page, my Living It. Okay, let me tell you the difference between my two pages. I have my personal page, my Steph Palermo page, but then I have my Just Steph page, and what I'd like to do with that page is really do more motivational things. I talk about, I'll post little memes that have, to take care of yourself, or more motivation, things for second lifers to be well physically or emotionally,
Right.
or spiritually or intellectually. my Living Atlanta page, I keep that basically what's going on in Atlanta. I'll repost and share what's happening. Or if and any business that's out there that has something fun going on for Second Lifers, I invite them to post on Living Atlanta. And go ahead and do that, and I will approve. You know, I don't even know if it needs to be approved. And the Just Steph page, if you have something motivational, please post it, and I'll share it and make sure it gets out there. I want that to be, you know, that kind of a place, a forum. And especially with Living Atlanta, you know, you can check it out and find out what's going on. And I'm on Twitter at Steph Palermo. I'm on Instagram, Just Steph1. I have a YouTube channel, and all of these videos go on YouTube, all of them.
Oh, great.
So they'll be on my YouTube channel, and I'm on SoundCloud and iTunes as a podcast. So it's super fun. Yeah. So,
Good
you know,
for you.
I've got a big shout out to my Boston peeps. Now, I have to tell you, when I go home, I have friends that come out to see me at my friend's bar in Everett, Zeke's, Dave Zanino, he's my high school, and they'll come out just because I'm there. Not to say there's some people that just always go there. They're on the bar stool there. But there's a lot of people that come out to see me, and I love them so dearly because they're such great friends. And so I want to say a big shout out to Jeff Fiorentino, my dear friend. I love him dearly. He's awesome. Dana DeCristoforo, well, it's DeFranco now. After all these years, I'm using her maiden name. Dana DeFranco, my BFF. And Rosie Powers, my girlfriend, came from an hour away, my college friend, and came up to see me. She brought her friend Ann Quilty, thank you. Kenny Morganti, who was always coming out. And Robin Valentine, love you, Robin. And Steve Zanino, who was behind the bar, took care of us. We had a great time. So next week I have Joe Elmore. He is an MMA champ. He's fighting next Saturday. He's going to be on the show with me next week with Rusty.
Great.
And then the first week in September, I have Sabra and Ashley from City Center. They're building this place in south of the city that is going to be, it's all electric, all green. It's self-sufficient, like a self-sufficient city. No cars are allowed. It's kind of, they have like holograms. It's the Jetsons. It's kind of cool. It's like very few, to me, it's like Total Recall. It's so cool. So we're going to hear all about that. On the 8th of September, I have John Hyatt. Then I have Tim Andrews is going to be back with me on the 15th. And then I have Johnny Esposito supposed to be on if he answers my emails. I don't know. He doesn't call me back. And Rusty will be back. And then on the 13th of October, I have Matthew Kaminsky, the organ player from the Braves. He's going to be on with me. So check me out. We're all over the place. What about you? So do you have any social media?
Compared to you, I'm totally obsolete. I'm nowhere. I have
You
no
can't
Facebook,
find 'em.
I have no Twitter. I get phone calls and I show up and do jobs.
No, this is what I do. I text Jerry and he calls me. He doesn't text me back. He calls me back. I wait. I know you don't like
There's
it.
nothing like a voice.
I know.
Why be human if we don't use the voice? It's
I love it.
the best instrument of all.
I love it. I was like my kids.
Okay.
They text me from their room and say, "Can my friend come over?" I go, "Get over here." Am I in trouble? You will
Mine
be.
is 16. He's a straight A student.
Right.
He's on a traveling soccer team. He's going to go to North Carolina. He can use the machine when he's with me. I call it a machine, 30 minutes a day.
There you
the
go.
Phone. Other than that, we're looking at each other in the eyes and talking to people.
There
get
you
me?
go. It's important. I love it. Okay, so we're going to be checking out till next week. We'll see you next week. No, I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Will you
Thank
come back?
You're the best host.
Will you come back?
Of course, I'll stay
Yay.
with you tonight.
All right, kids. We're done. I gotta log out of here.
You're unbelievable.
Oh, my
You're
gosh.
so lovely. All right, listen. So I'm going to be in touch with you.
Yes, hold on. Let me shut us off here. All right, kids. I love you all. Okay, so we're done. Love you. Bye.